Yo, YouTubers, it's 22:44. I'll tell you what, mate. Feeling quite merry on that, you know. I've only had that one can. I'm feeling quite merry. Nice. Nice. We've got something really gimmicky for you we're going to review now. You know what I've always said about this brewery? They're a bit gimmicky and a bit like, this is if I had to buy this. It's quality beers, I'm not arguing that, but they are a bit gimmicky with the labels or the titles of the beers and all that kind of stuff, right? And I saw this and I thought, I've got to do this one, like, because of the title of the beer, like, and show the gimmickiness of the label and all. Look at this, look. Look at that. See that? Straight to the point. No faffing about, right? Compared to what? Need I say more? It's Northern Monk Bobbi Abbey. Look at the picture. Look, what's that supposed to be? Look, what's going on here, lads? It's a beer. What you know what I mean? What are you doing? It's a beer, not a pantomime. Got a big cobra there. We got this weird female thing. Look like a lizard woman. Like, who's she supposed to be like? The Lizard Queen. Right, what's all this got to do? I can't wait to read the can. Look, and we got like one of them tattoos. You know, one of them tattoos that everyone has. The panther wearing glasses. Look. What's going on? Look, he's got glasses on. Right. So is she. Look. They both got the tongue sticking out like. And look at this cobra in the middle, like, you fuck with me. Right. I'm dying to read this description, whatever. What is Bobbi Abbey? Let's find out. Sorry, yeah, Bobbi Abbey. Hazy IPA. Bobbi Abbey. Hazy IPA. 6%, right? It's colourful, I'll give it that way. Look at the tongue, what's going on here? It's got skulls all over it, hasn't it? I mean, she's not very nice here. She's like sort of. It's like Amy Winehouse gone wrong, isn't it, mate? Big time. Nah. Northern Monk, Bobbi Abbey. Right, let's see what it says on the can. I can't wait to read this, though. Look. This doesn't seem to be any like. Okay. Bobbi Abbey. BigCartel.com. What's that? What's Bobbi Abbey? We're putting faith in futures. Find out more about our community, right? Okay. Faith in futures. That's on usually in the cans, right? Drink beers. Drink beer. Help others. Wow. Each can sold of this beer includes a donation to our Faith in Futures Foundation. Northern Monk was set up with £5,000 passed down by our grandparents, inspired by this generous donation that allowed our dreams to come to life. Faith in Futures provides £5,000 grants to charities, volunteer groups and community projects. That's very Freemasonic, that is, lads. God, I could give 5 million, but right, okay. We're aiming to donate £150,000 to community causes by the end of 2025. Faith in Futures released feature designs. Faith in Futures releases feature designs by some of our favourite artists we've worked with on our patrons' products series of beers. This one is by Bobbi Abbey. Okay, so Bobbi Abbey is the artist, right? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. That's a tattoo, isn't it? It's like one of those tattoos that everyone has, the sort of panther tattoo, like it's like a sort of punk rocker type thing in it, like he's got spikes coming out of his head and everything. And she's so okay. So it's an artist called Bobbi Abbey, all right, fair enough. I was thinking, what the hell is Bobbi Abbey when it's out? Like a street. No, I was thinking Bobby Alley, wasn't I? Bobby Alley. No other descriptions, no, that's it. Okay, alright. Ingredients: water, malted barley, gluten, wheat, oats. I've got a gluten-free beer to review, by the way, guys. Later, if I can get past this can. Right, 6%, alright. Yeah, nice artwork. Well, I wouldn't call it nice, but really well painted. Good artwork in the sense that the paint is good. It's a big cobra in the middle there, looking intimidating, like. It's like like I said, like a bird, and that's a husband, and he's in the middle, like doesn't know what to do. Now I'm past the bit. That's all I wanted to do. That really, like the drinking part. I'm usually, well, don't. This was the most expensive can, by the way. This was £3.98. This was the most expensive can out of all the beers I bought tonight. Just a thought. Nearly £4. No wonder they didn't give money to charity. Such a bloody think so and all. No, it's one of them. It's one of those fruit juice jobs. It looks alright, man. Like the last one I did was the Outcast Heathen, wasn't it? Heathen Outcast one, like. It was quite a nice beer. It was strong. It was intoxicating. It got me worried, but a bit gimmicky, But I don't know. I'll actually check out Bobbi Abbey. All right, guys. I'll check him out. So I'll check his artwork out. It reminds me of a bit like Beavertown, isn't it? There's a lot of schools and. I did buy a Beavertown beer, but it's one I've already. Lupuloid, one of my favourite beers, Lupuloid by Beavertown. I've already reviewed that, so all right there. Wow, leave the can there for reference, though. Oh, it's got those all them all them usual things. It's a what's it? 6%. Yeah, 6%. Got that fruit juicy mango, fleshy blood orange. Right, let's check the see, it's got that straw orange crush look. Yeah, £3.98, guys. Quite a pricey beer. I think it was the one that was £3.98. What else did you get? Yeah, because yeah, that's be this one that cost the most. Yeah, I'll tell you what. If it's this kind of thing, it's got that fruit juice thing. That Robinson's barley water vibe. Smells fresh. Smells good. Smells safe. Right. It's yeah. I thought that was going to be like some kind of place or something called Bobbi Abbey, but it's an artist, alright. Northern Monk, Bobbi Abbey Hazy IPA. Oh, hell yeah. Pungent, fruity, really punchy, fruity flavour. Pear, sorry, not pear, peach. Peach, mango, all that stuff. Not new. I think my favourite in this realm has been Love and Hate by Vocation. This kind of realm. I think Love and Hate by Vocation has been my favourite, personal favourite in this category, right? But it's on that frequency, bit like what's his name, Luminous Nights in Lidl, the 7-1 Broom one. It's got all that. It's got all that. It's lovely punchy fruit flavour. It's very fresh tasting. I mean, it looks lovely in the glass. Got to give it that as well, yeah. But remember, whatever's on a can, guys. Whatever you put on a can, it's never going to change what goes in the glass, is it? But that's actually nice, right? Peachy, very peachy. Now, the other one I did, what's it called? The Heathen Outcast. It's very similar to that. The marshmallowy flavour, the rhubarb and custard flavour. Do you remember that, when you were a kid and your mum gave you like fruit out of a tin, mixed fruit, and it had like a slice of pear and a slice of peach and some cherries, and then you pour this cheap budget cream on it out of the tin, carnation cream or something like that, and the whole thing mixed up had this complete flavour. That's what it's got like, where the cream mixes with the juices, and it's that kind of taste, Tip Top, remember Tip Top adverts? You're the top's Tip Top, and all the fruit will go, "Wait, go ahead, pour the cream over me." The slice of apple, or you're the top's Tip Top, Tip Top, like that flavour. Tip Top. It's 22.57 on the 25th of June 2025. No, it's got a lovely pungent flavour, that. It's got a lovely peachy fragrance taste. It's nice. It's nice. I'm just, like I said, I'm just concerned about the gimmickiness of the cans and stuff and the titles. Because I know, because it's an artist, I'm okay about that. Like, that Cobra looks a bit like the hood of the Cobra. Looks a bit menacing, doesn't it, mate? The hood of the Cobra. It's nice artwork. I actually like that. Very tattooy though, isn't it? Very tattooy. That's a very familiar tattoo, isn't it? A lot of people got that. It's like a panther, isn't it? I haven't got a single tattoo on my body. And it's like I'm instinctively grown up all my life to say no. No tattoos. Not even an inky dink, guys, where you just do a tattoo on yourself with a dart and some Indian ink. Not even any of that, like, not a tattoo on my body. Like. It's against the rules, against company policy. Alright, nice. Fragrance. £3.98. You get an Luminous Nights. Sorry, a Luminous Nights. Luminous Nights in Aldi. Sorry, Lidl. For £2.20 something a can, and it's 7 point something percent. This is 6%. Similar taste, similar vibe. £3.98. It's up there in the big price list, isn't it? Like, Northern Monk, we donate some money to charity. You just should bloody well think so, no? I should certainly bloody well hope so, young man. No, it's got a lovely flavour. This category is not my cup of tea. It's more fruit juice punch taste. It's in the category. I've got to give it, the credit it deserves. It's a nice beer. It's not my cup of tea, but I've got to finish it nonetheless now. So I'm like proper slurping. It looks great in the glass. Oaty, milky. It's got that lovely smooth oaty milkiness. If you like this kind of thing and you've got the money to, if you've got one of them credit cards, what David I told us all about the Freemasons have, where you don't have to like your credit. There's no money. You got a credit card that's got limitless digital amounts of money. Like, yeah, you could buy a 6-pack of that if you got a Freemasons credit card. All right. Now it's quality. I can't take it away. It's nothing new. There's so many beers out there that's got the same thing. It looks lovely in the glass, I'll say. It is a fine beer. I'll definitely give that a 10 out of 10. If you like that kind of beer, 10 out of 10. Can't take it away from the brewery, mate. They do lovely beers. A bit cliquey, if you know what I mean. Nod, nod. Say no more. Golden handshake, or what's it called? Secret handshake. Got a bit of that in them, like, but where are they from? Let's have a look. Old Flax Store, Marshall's Mill, Marshall Street. Leeds. It's Leeds again. We all know if you've got a Yorkshire accent like that, right? Most of the Freemasons have Yorkshire accent like that, don't they? Not being funny and nothing like that, right? Well, it seems to be the major place for that where Freemasons come from, but they make nice beers. I've got to give them that, right? Always quality beers, Obviously, I'm not a Freemason. Refreshing. Be lovely on a hot summer's day. I can't gauge the kick because I've already had a beer. I'm already intoxicated. I'm already off. Boom, he's off on the starting blocks. He's pissed again. That song by Phil Collins? Yeah, I missed again. I'm going to remake it and go, yeah, I pissed again. That's my song, isn't it? Pisshead Bruce, like. Is that voices outside on? Oh, yeah, it's alright. I'm just feeling merry, you know what I mean? In general, like. Look at this, guys. Just before I get off, I'll show you something nice. Oh, oh. Where is it? Come here. Oh, there it is. Look at this. Look at this. The Sex Pistols are smashing it out the ballpark at the moment, aren't you guys? Great to see them getting out there, mate. I used to love the Sex Pistols big time. You know, it made me want to play the guitar. Unfortunately, not very good, like, but my influence, what made me want to play the guitar was the Sex Pistols, right, guys? And leave Johnny Lydon in his own world. Public image. He's definitely, whether he's with the Sex Pistols, doing his solo stuff, public image. Johnny Lydon is a legend. The top views on my channel is a Johnny Lydon interview. I respect him so much, right? That's why I put that video on my channel. It's like, people have got to see this interview because he's such a nice person and people don't get it, you know what I mean? He's a really diamond geezer, you know what I mean? Right? But when it comes to the rest of the crew, right? Look at this. The professionals. It's, you know, Cookie. One of my favourite bands of all time. Right? You wouldn't believe how precious this is to me, you know what I mean? Look, like an entire collection of all the professionals, vintage stuff, yeah, right? Seriously, guys, that's a treasure to me, right? You know, for me Lagos, right? Now, it's a nephew. It's a nephew. That's another professionals album, right? Right. And look inside this, right? You know, I keep it in the same place. I didn't think the Sex Pistols were going to get back together again, and you know, with a different singer, obviously. You know what I mean? You know the score. Let Johnny Lydon have his own path. You know the score. I don't think Johnny Lydon would want to do Sex Pistols songs anymore. If you get me right. So it's not like anything bitchy's going on or anything like that, is it? You know what I mean? But look at this, guys. Look, this is the weird thing. I just want to show you something. It's dead nice, this. It's just nice knowing this, right? I haven't even listened to this disc yet. I'll confess I haven't even listened to it yet. Because, like, you know, well, look at that. Smashing it out the ballpark, mate. Signed, look at that. Signed. He signed it. Signed twice. He signed it twice, hasn't he? He signed it twice because it was already signed, and he actually come to the counter when I bought this. I went to see him live in Liverpool doing his own set on his own. And he signed it, look. And he came right up to the counter. God bless his cotton socks, Glenn Matlock. God bless you, mate. And he signed it himself, right? I actually bought that off Glenn Matlock. He actually come to the counter to sell it, right? Brilliant, isn't it, right? He's out there, they're smashing out the ballpark with the Pistols, right? Keep that in a little box together, look, you know, like the Professionals album. I don't know if this means anything, but it means a lot to me, like. See, that's like a little box, like, you know. So that's where my Glenn Matlock. I've got Glenn Matlock's signature. Right. Went to see the Professionals. I've seen the Professionals twice, once in Chester, once in Liverpool, right? Look at that. Right? Boom. Cookie. Got Paul Cook's autograph. And the rest of the band who played on that night, the lineup for the professionals, Tom Spencer, if you're watching, brilliant, mate. I actually love your work. I think you've never disappointed. You're actually working the band brilliant. But that's Paul Cook. Look, these are real signatures. Look, I bought that in Liverpool and got the band to sign it, and so Paul Cook's autograph there, mate. Cookie from the Sex Pistols. God bless you, mate. God bless you. So I haven't got Johnny Lydon's signature. I haven't got Steve Jones' signature. Obviously, I can't get Sid Vicious' signature. I've got Nancy Spuncy's signature. No, I'm only joking. Look at that. This is one of the greatest bands. I'm more excited about the professionals than I am about the Sex Pistols. I will confess that to anyone, right? I love this band so much you wouldn't believe it, right? But I've never seen Steve Jones live, and I've never seen Johnny Lydon live. Isn't that weird? The missing piece in the jigsaw. I saw Glenn Matlock doing his own thing. I've seen the professionals twice. If you check my channel, I'll put the videos up there. There's a whole gig of the professionals on my channel, live in Chester. Paul Cook on the drums, mate. Legend. There's a little clip of me, standing by Paul Cook on my channel, This is just great, and it's great to see the Pistols going out and actually getting some credit and getting some money in the bank, isn't it? You know what I mean? Isn't that cool? But Jonesy and Johnny Lydon get a band together, and I'll show up. I'll get you the final autographs in it. I don't know. I've got Mary Spencer's autograph as well. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know. It's like, look at this one. You've seen that one. Dean Harrison, the TT rider. That's my collection. I've got an autograph of there's a video on my channel. Go on my channel, search They Walked on the Moon. A video I did especially to explain They Walked on the Moon. And in that video, I show a letter sent to me from the sixth man on the moon, Edgar Mitchell. He actually wrote to me. And I still got it, his autograph. He's passed on now, he's on the other side, you know what I mean? I'm not really an autograph hunter, you know what I mean? But that's the way I do things, casual, Well, it's nice to know, but I'm just so happy to see Paul Cook and Steve Jones together again. Smashing it out the ballpark, mate, it's great. So, do a little toast to them, Cookie and Jonesy, brilliant. Good to see things are paying dividends at last. And you don't do drugs anymore, brilliant. You know what I mean? You have some money to spend. And Johnny Lydon's still doing it. Public image. God bless him. God bless you, Johnny Lydon, if you're watching. Mate, got nothing but respect. But the Sex Pistols changed my life, mate. Collectively, the Sex Pistols actually made me want to play the guitar, which did nothing for me whatsoever, but as a guitarist. But liberated my mind, musically listening to bands and stuff like that, So yeah, that's it. Nice little afterthought there, guys. Don't know anyone's watching who into punk rock and stuff like that. But if you check my channel, the most views I get on my channel is that Johnny Lydon interview. It's like nearly 300,000. Well, I'm not sure if it's exceeded 300,000 views, right, guys? I didn't monetize it. It's nothing to do with me. I don't make any money off it. If Johnny Lydon wants to claim the copyright on it and go, hey, I want the copyright on this, Bruce, for the views and that. But it's not what it's all about, guys. I put that interview on my channel because I wanted people to see what a really diamond geezer he is. Because it does show it, doesn't it? And you know what? The comments I've received on that video, people go, I hated Johnny Lydon. I thought he was a twat and all kinds of stuff, you know what I mean? But now I really like him now. Thanks for posting it, you know what I mean? So I hope it means something to everyone out there, all you punk rockers and that, All you skinheads, you better stop being racist or I'll come and kick your fucking head in. That's the one thing I hate about skinheads, you know what I mean? It's like, I understand them, I've met a few skinheads in my time, you know what I mean? But I can't abide racism, guys, you know what I mean? So, you know, come on, man. Let's show an example. I'm not a skinhead, I just shave my head, I don't give a fuck. But, you know, I just thought I'd just put that message across, like. But that band, The Professionals, mate, seriously, they're one of my favourite bands of all time. I absolutely love their songs to this day. I can't, you know, if I stick them on my headphones, I immediately start flying into another realm of like, whoa. And Steve Jones is the man who made me want to play the electric guitar. He's my latest baby. But it's all down to Jonesy, that man. I always wanted to be a drummer. I always wanted to be a drummer. And I heard the Sex Pistols, it made me want to play the guitar. It was like, whatever that noise is, I'm going to do that. And that starts Jonesy, Steve Jones, total respect. I haven't got his signature yet. I haven't got Johnny Lydon's signature. Come on, guys, work something out. Get your shit together. Like, I want a stage pass. Nah, it's not necessary. You know what I mean? Like Paul Cook, the drummer of the Pistols, man. Legend drummer, mate. I could have done his head, and you know what? I'll tell you the truth, right, guys. I actually did his head right. I said to him, when I got a chance to talk to Paul Cook, because I love the Pistols, you know what I mean? I grew up like thinking I'm never going to meet the Pistols, you know what I mean? I'm never going to meet anyone in the Pistols. You know the way it was, you know, they were hard to like communicate with and all that, like. But I walked up to Paul Cook and went, I said, did you ever listen to Buddy Rich? And he, you know, he's obviously in the middle of a tour and all that, like, he might be a bit pissed off and that, and he goes, of course! Of course! And I thought, like, well, that, I didn't, I sort of wanted to make a connection between Buddy Rich and Paul Cook, you know what I mean? It's nice, isn't it? Sorry I'm waffling, I'm getting pissed and that, like, sorry everyone. Yeah. I'm a punk rocker, guys, okay? I've walked the walk and talked the talk to a degree. And you want my opinion, the best punk band ever was The Roots. And the singer Malcolm Owen, died of a drugs overdose. God bless him, he was only young. But yeah, another little toast. Yeah, because like I got a message earlier off one of my old drummer in my band, like, and he said the Damned are playing Wembley Arena. I mean, it's crazy what's happening, isn't it? These punk bands. The Pistols the other week played the Albert Hall. Honestly, man, I can't believe and see won't see it. You got the UK subs, Charlie Harper, 80 years old, man. Check out the band, the UK subs, the punk band, the UK subs, right? Charlie Harper, the vocalist, is 80 years old, guys. Can you think about this? 80 years old, singing punk songs in a punk band. Because he was always a veteran, he was always an older guy. When we were young and we were all into the punk scene and the UK subs and everything. I love the UK subs. You know what I mean? I actually love them, like, and it's phenomenal. The staying power of some of these punk rockers, man. Punk rock musicians and that. And it's really good to see the Sex Pistols smashing it out the ballpark and enjoying themselves and getting some coin. And Glenn Matlock being acknowledged and all the rest of it. Wonderful, isn't it? There's a Glenn Matlock track on my channel, by the way. I filmed the whole gig of Glenn Matlock, right, guys. He did an acoustic set. I'm sorry if I'm waffling and boring you, right, by the way, but I want to share this information. filmed the whole gig, guys. I actually filmed the whole Glenn Matlock gig in Liverpool, right? And there's some lovely moments. I can't talk about it in case I post it, right? The reason I can't post it all is he does covers, and you could copyright infringement, right? But I'd love nothing better to be able to put that whole gig out there, like, just Glenn Matlock doing like a busking set on his own with an acoustic guitar. It's great, it's magical. He made me cry. But anyway, 10 out of 10. Shame about the, not the artwork, Bobbi Abbey. It's alright, It's a bit overkill. I'm feeling merry. I feel happy. Thanks for watching. Just share a little bit of my piece of personal life with you. 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching. See you later. One more beer to review. See you later.